Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is V.21. Today I got a little bit more energy. It's not in the middle of the night and haven't come back from work. It's the weekend. Today in video 5, I believe, I'm going to be going over a couple little things, nothing too major, and at the end of the video I'll show you how the X2 is coming along. I built a small little truck and a little lifter, or cargo lifter, can actually scoop up stuff that's on the ground, pick it up and put it on the back of the truck. I'm going to show you a concept design that I've been working on about dropping payloads over targeted areas, and that kind of technique is something I'm going to be putting into the X2. That's why I'm checking it out now. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, you don't want to know about that. That's boring stuff. Yeah. Let's see here. Please don't crash on me. KSP version 21 is actually pretty neat, as in graphics wise. I think they might have been pushing the graphics just a little too much, especially on this complex, even though it's a very sweet looking complex. Because it seems to, after about 500 parts, it seems to like to start getting really bad lag. The older one, you could get up to about 600 or 700 parts before it had that problem. So I'm thinking maybe they're pushing the edge of the envelope for this 32-bit game. They need to upgrade it to 64 in my opinion. Unless they already have and they just haven't told anybody. I've had to turn down the graphics a little bit. You can see how these little guys are kind of moving real slow. I don't know why it's doing that. It's slowing down on me. Okay, here's the Skyfall X2. It's the Ugly Duckling. Well, it's the second version of the Ugly Duckling that I showed you on my video 4. And here's the payload. I forgot how much it weighs. Okay, 18 plus 9. And basically the parachutes deploy, rips it out, and then it falls gently to the ground. Now this actually, even though the concept sounds simple, it actually took a couple of tries. I didn't want any wheels. I wanted it to be a type of sled-like system. And I found out that these wings are very brittle, so when the sled detached and fell on the wings and slid out, it would pop every single one of them on the way out, making the whole thing fold on itself like a sandwich. So I put these steel plates in here, thought maybe that would do it, but every time it would detach and slide out, it would rip a plate or two right off the side of the wall here. I'm going, what in the heck? So finally, with enough struts and placement of everything, now it works. So yeah, it took a few tries and a couple hours. Eventually I will be making an SSTO out of this thing. You can tell I've got the air intakes all lined up, ready to go for high altitude flight. I was thinking about maybe putting a couple of nuclear rocket engines on the side, but I have left the top open because I want to see what's going on inside when I'm flying it. And so let's go ahead and just check it out real quick. I'm going to try to drop the payload on the roof of the vertical rocket launcher building thing. I know everybody's watching this is saying, oh well, it's this and this and this. I can't think of what it is right now. It'll come back to me. Alright. Engines on. I've got keys for this. Well, let me see. Let's try 4. 4. Okay. The only reason why I do that is because when you turn on all the lights, it brightens everything up and you can't see what the fuck you're doing. Okay, well, let's just leave it like that for now. Full throttle. Believe it or not, this little thing, it's 500 plus pieces. Yeah, I know. I think it's because of all the tiny little things that are inside. So definitely, I wasn't thinking about part count when I built it. I just kind of started slapping pieces together. All right, about 60 ms it can actually take off. So it doesn't need a whole long runway, even though it's carrying a whole bunch of stuff. It's the same type of technique that I'm going to put in the X2, so it can lift off the ground easy. Here she goes. Up and away. Wow, that's a lot of light. Turn that off and just go like this. There we go. That's better. As you can see, those little trucks and everything back there, we'll get to those right after we're done with this, and I'll show you how those work. And then I'll give you a glimpse on how the X2 is coming along. It doesn't have any engines on it just yet. I'm finally finished with the main chassis. The Alt F12 bug program with the hack gravity, which is one of the features I love about .21, version 21 of KSP, because you can turn it on and off. So what I like to do is I like to take the space plane or anything and to see if it's stable or what needs to be tied down, what needs to be changed. I'll go ahead and turn gravity off, which will actually bump it into the air a little bit, and then I will turn gravity back on, and it brings it down with somewhat a little bit forceful. And then I'll watch the entire structure as it boggles and wiggles and jumps up and down, and I'll zoom in on it and see what parts aren't put together properly, what parts need to be reinforced, what has too much reinforcement on it and can lose some weight, as it were. So I've been doing that for a couple hours on the X2. Finally, I think I've got it all figured out. All the struts where they need to be, with a lower part count, as lowest as I can get it, without sacrificing structural integrity. Let's turn this. She's actually quite maneuverable, this little craft. If I turn it too hard, I'll lose control. So I've got to kind of inch my way over. Now that's with it, with the cargo in it. Empty weight, I can just do loop-de-loops with this thing. Handles very well. But with the cargo, the weight's just a little too much for it, and it'll spin out of control. Alright, let's see if we can drop this thing on the roof. My bombing techniques are a little rusty. But I think I might be able to do it. Come on. Alright, coming in on approach. And we're about lined up. Alright, SAS on. I love the new SAS. It's made flying really big craft that much easier. Straighten her out. And what's cool about this is I've noticed that if you have the SAS on, that's gonna fly over, okay? If you have the SAS on, right, and you have a part or something that flies off, you can actually go to that part, which is what we're about to do, and after a while it'll just keep on flying until it's not there anymore. And I think it deletes it or something. Alright, till we're right above it, and release. There she goes. And this will just keep on flying until it disappears. Did I get it? Oh yeah. Nice. I can actually go back to this. It hasn't disappeared just yet. There it is. Clean getaway. Flip back. And it's got the SAS on, so it's not going to crash. It's just going to keep on going. Eventually the program will delete it, and then choppiness will end. Oh, I just missed the landing zone by that much. Oh, there goes my computer on overdrive. Oh crap, we're going through the glass. Oh no! Eee! That's not bad. It didn't explode. It didn't land right side up either. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of here. So yeah, that's the sled technique that I'm going to go ahead and put on the X2 once I get everything figured out. And that way it can actually like drop small outposts and stuff anywhere on Mars or whatnot. It probably doesn't even have to land, it can just drop it. But what's the fun in that, right? No, I'm not going to show you the X2 just yet. Let's go ahead and demonstrate to you these little vehicles. No, I know you're probably saying vehicles. That's boring. Yeah, for some individuals maybe. But I find vehicles very entertaining, especially when you're trying to build and create them, and find purpose for them. Not just to drive around in, but to actually do stuff. Come on. It's nice not being so freaking tired. When I come back from work, I'm absolutely exhausted. And then I do a video for you guys. And I sound like I'm Night of the Living Dead. Brains. Okay, what am I going to do with this thing? Oh yes. Here's the antenna, there's the little things, yeah, whatever. We want to see some action. Alright, that's the piece that we're going to pick up. Just something I threw together. It's actually pretty heavy. It's full of fuel and stuff. And here's the loader. I put RCS tanks on the back to equalize the weight. And here's the bucket. It has like some, little grapplers that push the object inside the bucket, and then these little grapplers open up, and this leg right here pushes the object out. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that. Breaks off. Okay. Alright, here we go. No problem, right? Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Alright, let's open these guys up. Yep. Bring the nose down. I'll use the landing gear in front. There she goes. Come on. Perfect. Now what I've noticed is that in order for this to work properly, you kind of have to get a running go at it and scoop it up scoop it up while you close the little doors. So let's go ahead and try this. Remove that so we can get a good picture. And go. Come on, come on, come on. Keep the momentum, keep the momentum. Close it. Ah! Yes. Awesome. I might need to put a tie down on that. Alright, so we'll bring it back up. Thanks to the RCS tanks, we can actually lift it off the ground. And at this point, it's in there. It's not going anywhere unless you fall off a cliff. Easy. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, pull forward. Easy. What are you doing? Alright, pull forward a little bit. And back up and turn. There you go. Line it up. Alright. No problem, no problem. And stop. Bring this back up. Brakes, and then we'll switch over to the truck because the truck has to open its tailgate. There you go. Alright, now we'll switch back over. Turn off the brakes. And we shall lift it up using the two that are in front. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. And you still have these in the back touching the ground, so you have some manner of control. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this. Now, I haven't tried it on actual wreckage, but if it can do it with this, I'm pretty sure wreckage won't be that much of a problem. Alright, hold the brakes down, brakes, and we will open the bucket gate. There we go. And now we will use this little one to push the stuff out. I'm highly considering maybe putting another one on here to give it a little bit more force, because sometimes it doesn't work, but let's cross our fingers and do this. Are you crossing them? No? Okay. Push them, push it, push it out, push it out, push it out. Ah, push it out! You maggot. Okay, open it up without braking, open it up without braking, open it up without braking. Please, 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 please. Thank you. Okay. Don't worry. I can fix this. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up a little bit. And I am going to pull forward, hit the brakes, and activate the little pusher doohickey at the same time. Yeah, it's going to be real easy. Okay, let me get my fingers situated here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 4. Go, 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 go. And brakes. Yay! Awesomeness. It worked. Alright, now we'll back up nice and gently. Brakes. Whoa! Easy. Bring those in. Like so. And we'll switch over to the other guy. As you can see, it's really heavy. Let's go ahead and close that. Come on. There we go. Haha. Alright, let's do a little mountain test here. Or should I say hill test. It'll wobble back and forth. Just try not to do anything too sudden. Actually, let's hit the brakes a little bit and get it back in the bed a little bit. There you go. Just get back there. Alright, let's climb this hill. I can already tell it's probably not going to work. It's too heavy on my butt, so I'm going to go ahead and go at an angle. There we go. Beautiful. Turn around. Alright, now ease down the hill. Easy, 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 easy. Boom, 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 boom. Like a glove. Alright, now where y'all want this? Just set it anywhere? Okay, no problem. I can do that. Let's back up a little bit, just a little bit, and then brakes. Easy. Doop. There you go. Thank you very much. Alright, I thought that was pretty cool. So, there's my two little vehicles that can actually do stuff. I'm currently working on another vehicle. I haven't figured out what it's gonna do yet. I'm just kind of playing with theories. If you have any ideas for vehicles, please feel free to leave a comment. Okay, let me go ahead and show you the X2 before I call it a day. What button do I want? Exit, yes. Space Center. Now, I was asked to put some of these craft files on available for download, and I must be honest, I've never done this before, putting stuff available for download, and I've gotten a couple of good hints where to go, so I'll definitely check those sites out, and either before or after this video, and I'll see if I can't put a download link on the bottom of this video. What am I looking for? Oh yes. There it is. Now don't laugh. There she is. And my computer's about to explode on me. I'm gonna bring her down a little bit. As you can probably tell right off the bat, if not, that's okay. But the X1 was actually longer than this. The X1 was about up to here. This is shorter because of the, I'm trying to get less part count. But even though it's shorter, it's actually more lofty. I've put more, what do you call those stupid little thingamajigs? Control surfaces. All on the inside as well as on the outside, or it will be on the outside towards the wings here. Right now this is just the chassis. I made a nice little ramp. I made it cleaner inside. If you remember, the X1 was kind of dirty looking, had a bunch of stuff slapped together. Looked very very Mimitar, if you know what I'm talking about. And the fuel lines are going to come through here and eventually attach right here, which will go into the main engines, which instead of putting just a line of engines across, one of my subscribers suggested to put actual fuel tanks, small fuel tanks on the wings to help with fuel consumption. And that was a good idea, so I'm definitely going to try that, and thank you very much for giving me that suggestion. Unlike the X1, like I was about to say, instead of putting all the jet engines across on one side, I'm going to double them up, which is probably what I should have done in the first place, towards the body, so most of the weight and the mass is more inward instead of spread across the wing. And I'm trying for a sleeker cargo bay look. I'll actually go ahead and launch this for you just to give you just to let you see what's going on so far. Now the part count for the X1 was 1,179, I believe. This one is barely 400 parts so far. So when I start adding the intricate layout of the engines and stuff, I'm pretty sure it'll slap on another 500 parts. But altogether, it should be only about 900 parts or so, which is what I was aiming to begin with. Now you can see I've already got the wheels on the wings to get ready for possible weight issues on the wings. I've actually taken the wings and pointed them slightly upwards to give it more strength, hopefully. I don't know if that would actually do it. So let me go ahead and start turning on some lights. There we go, that's the cargo bay lights. Whoops, what'd I do? Nothing, alright. And as you can see, I'm simulating this to be the cargo bay door that you go from the cockpit through the crew chambers out into the cargo bay, and you have like a little step ladder or a ramp to walk off into the cargo bay with. Of course, of the cargo, 108 tons. We can actually get all of it into orbit this time. Yes, let me see. The back legs. Now I have to be careful because of the fact that for some reason this runway likes to eat your, I guess for heavy vehicles, maybe just heavy vehicles. I haven't had any problems with any other vehicles, but for this heavy one, if you play around too much with the gears will actually fall through the runway here, and they'll get stuck. Okay, I think it's number 4. There we go. So this is how you load up. The back comes down, and these fall nicely flush with the ground. You just roll up in there with whatever you got. And what is going on with this side? Okay, it does not like that. I'm gonna have to figure that out too. Let's bring them up. Come on. Yeah. I mean, it is 108 tons of cargo, so it's going to be a little wobbly. And of course, you hit Alt F12, I believe. There it is. This is how I test out my designs. Let's fast forward a little bit and hit the brakes. Get some light on the craft. Whoa. Okay. Hey, slow down. Alright. Whoa, it fell through. Yee. Hopefully this will work. Okay. Hack gravity. Come on. And unhack. And it falls. But it's super strong. Yes. I have designed it that way. Awesome. So you hack gravity again. You see it go up. And you bring it down. Try to look for structural weaknesses. Beautiful. It will wiggle. Yeah, she's huge. It's gonna wiggle. Let's see the interior when I do that. Actually, let's go ahead and use the chase camera. Get back over there. And alright. Here's the chase camera. And hacking gravity. And bringing it back down. Pretty solid. Nice. Very nice. We'll check out the wings real quick. And back down. The wings are stable. I might put another gear under here. It looks like it wants to cave the floor in on itself because of its weight. So I'll use another gear to, especially in the nose. Yeah. Okay. But like I said, it's a work in progress. Eventually there'll be engines on the side, a lot like the X2 Skyfall that I showed you earlier. And yeah, that's it for now. Well, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This is V.21 out.